We still just about managed to keep hold of it. Going to try and dink it into the box. And it's a brilliant head, but it's an even better save from the goalkeeper. And I've stuck 2 up front to try and see if we can get some sort of goal. Oh, that's a brilliant ball. It's Richarlison. Oh, my word. Brazil are without doubt the most successful team in World Cup history with a massive 5 World Cup wins to their name. Over the years, they've been stacked full of incredible talent, from the likes of Pele to Ronaldo to Ronaldinho, making it easy for them to rise to the top of the world football tree. However, fast forward to the present day and it seems Neymar is the only real superstar in this team, which is reflected in some pretty poor performances in the last few World Cups. However, after their 9th Copa America win, there is a renewed sense of optimism in the Brazilian camp heading into Qatar 2022. And in today's episode, we're going to find out if they can go all the way and crown themselves World Cup winners for the 6th time. Welcome everybody to the start of a brand new World Cup episode. And as you can see, we're going to be kicking this one off with Brazil. Now, I'm hoping it's going to be 3rd time's a charm with Brazil. I've tried with England and we had a bit of a horror show, getting knocked out in the last 16 against Ecuador. I then tried with France. We had a pretty easy run all the way to the semi-final and then got knocked out at the first real test against Argentina. This time, I'm starting off with the most successful World Cup team in history, Brazil. We've got a pretty solid group and I'm hoping we've got a pretty decent opportunity of finally being able to get some World Cup silverware. So looking at the squad, maybe I was a little bit harsh in the opening section of this episode saying that Neymar is the only real standout in this Brazilian team. They do have some very quality players in Vinicius Jr., of course Thiago Silva, Marquinhos, and of course arguably the best goalkeeper in the world in Alisson. But across the remainder of the team, it's not the best. I mean, if you compare Roberto Carlos and Cafu to Danilo and Alexandro, they are definitely lacking at the wing-back positions, and they've still got Fred, the Manchester United central midfielder, in central midfield for them. So the first change I'm going to make to this team is he's going to come straight out, and Fabinho of Liverpool is going to go straight in. But apart from that, I'm pretty much going to keep the team exactly as it is. As you can see from our substitutes bench, we've got several strikers. I'm actually going to take Kuna off, replace him with Antony, and probably leave Fred in there as he is somehow rated 82. Guimaraes, of course, rated 80 for Newcastle. And as for that, I'll probably keep the rest of the bench looking pretty similar. But this is how we're going to be lining up for the start of the episode. And in terms of tactics, overall pretty happy with what we've got. I'm going to stick with a balanced defensive style. We do have Thiago Silva at the back, so don't have too much pace to press too high. So I'm going to leave it at 60 and 60. In terms of our offense, I'm very happy with fast build-up and forward runs. I'm also pretty happy with the width. I might bang that up to about 65. And in terms of players in the box, I'll add 1 or 2 more. But apart from that, we're looking very good to go. So whilst we do have a pretty tricky group in the likes of Serbia, Switzerland and Cameroon, it is a group I'm pretty confident we should be able to get through, and we are going to be kicking off this brand new World Cup campaign with what I think is going to be a bit of a tricky tie against a tough Serbian team. As you can see though, the fans are out in full force. The players are looking ready. I'm looking ready. Let's get down to business. And as you saw from my squad list, I'm going to be lining up 4-3-3. Got Alisson, who's going to be in goal for us. Alexandro, Thiago Silva, Marquinhos and Danilo will be the back 4. It's a midfield trio of Fabinho, Paqueta and Casemiro. And then up front, there's going to be an attacking trio of Vinicius Jr., Rafinha and, of course, the main man, Neymar. So here we go then, we are kicking off the very first game of this episode, and as I said, it is going to be a bit of a tricky tie, but it's a tie I really think we should be picking up 3 points and putting ourselves in a very positive position to go forward in this group, as Vinicius Jr. picks it up on the left-hand side, going to whip a ball in early doors. I thought Paqueta, was going to be able to get there, but the keeper managed to get there ahead of him. Fabinho into an on-rushing Alexandro. He's got Vinicius Jr. coming down the left-hand side. Can he find a ball in? He can, but it's off the defender and it's out for a corner kick. Going to be Neymar to take the corner. He's going to whip it in, try and whip it into the penalty spot. No one could get on the end of it, though. And annoyingly, we can't seem to get the ball back in the box. But Thiago Silva will pick it up and finds himself driving down the right-hand side. Can he find a ball in? He can. And what on earth? What's the striker doing? But it doesn't matter because Neymar on the volley inside the opening 18 minutes has put us 1-0 up here. He does the dance with his teammates. It was a lovely finish in the end after some pretty dodgy work in the box. I'm not actually sure who it rebounded off, but it fell right into the path of Neymar and he made no mistake. A lovely little finish on the volley and he puts us 1-0 up here. Zivkovic, oh, nice work down the right-hand side. Where on earth is my defence? Cuts it inside to Mitrovic, who strikes from distance. And that is the first big save that Alisson has been forced into. So we've got ourselves a free kick here that the main man, Neymar, is going to step up and take. Going to try and get it over the wall. It's not good enough. It rebounds back off them, but fortunately Neymar picks it up once again. It's Fabinho now. Turns, goes back to Neymar. Neymar tries to shift it onto his right, goes for the finesse, and it sails wide. Vlahovic now for Serbia. Tries to get hold of the ball and lays it back to Kostic. Good play from Serbia, but it's even better defending from the veteran Thiago Silva. He now lays it off, but in the end actually gives it away after some very good defending. And now Kostic drives forward on this left-hand side. He's got the pace to try and get away from Danilo, but he hasn't got the wherewithal to find a decent man in the box. And Fabinho is able to get it clear. Paqueta now trying to release Vinicius Jr. on the left-hand side. He just takes too heavy a touch, and it's easy for Serbia to defend. Zinkovic into Milinkovic-Savic. Now it's Tadic, sprays a pass all the way over to Kostic on the left-hand side. He got the better of Danilo once. He can't do it a second time. Into Mitrovic. He plays a ball back into Vlahovic. And in the end, Marquinhos with some great defending. And he can now try and drive away. And he's got Rafinha on the right-hand side that he can play a ball into. Can he find Lucas Paqueta? He can. He takes it well and he's offside. To get away from the heavy pressure. And now Danilo's picked it up on the right-hand side. Going to try and play a ball all the way down the line. And once again, gives the ball away cheaply. This has been a bit of a disappointing start to this second half. And Silva tried to escape there, but Goodell was able to get in front of him. Vlahovic, oh, wonderful turn. And in the end, Alisson easily able to collect that one. Gabriel Jesus nicely away from the defender, and he's just come on as a sub, and you can tell the fresh legs are working fantastically. Neymar drives into the box, strikes it with his left. Oh my word, that is a sensational finish. What an unbelievable strike from Neymar. Gave the goalkeeper absolutely no chance whatsoever. Made it look easy, and he gives us a 2-goal cushion here. It's 2-0. Nice ball into Casemiro. We're really dictating play here. 2-0 has really given us a lot of confidence, and Danilo can now drive forward. Where on earth are the Serbian defence? No idea. Whips a ball in. Almost get a head on it, but it's just away, but not away very far. Danilo picks it up once again on the right-hand side. He's going to have a second bite of the cherry to try and get a decent ball in. He whips the ball in, and again, it's headed away well. Fabinho into Alexandro. We are putting the pressure on, looking for a third. It's a good ball in. And again, we just can't seem to get our head on it. Zikovic now for Serbia. Oh, that's a wonderful ball through into the path of Mitrovic, who strikes. And Alisson forced into a very, very good stop. Mitrovic, he had time to take that shot on. He probably could have done better. We got away with one there for sure. Going to be Neymar with the resulting corner. And once again, he's going to whip it into the edge of the box. And it's a brilliant head off the bar. How on earth are Serbia still managing to keep this at 2-0? We have absolutely battered them. And in the end, we kicked the ball out for a goal kick. But that is that. The referee blows his whistle. That was the last attack of the game. And as I said, it was a pretty comprehensive win in the end. 2-0. It probably should have been more. That man, Neymar, 2 goals, 4 attempts. He was absolutely on fire today. He's put his hand in the ring already for that World Cup golden boot. But we send the fans home happy today. It finishes 2-0 and it's 3 points in the bag. And after game 1, it looks like Cameroon have put themselves in a very solid position after what looks like a 1-0 win against Switzerland. And it is Switzerland we've got up next, and we've got the opportunity to put the final nail in their World Cup coffin. But just like the French episode, we are going to sim the remaining 2 games of this episode. As they are 2 games, we really should be winning. And we start off with a 2-1 win against Switzerland. A little bit more difficult than I actually thought it was going to be. And Bolo scoring for them in the 12th minute. Thiago Silva obviously gets one back in the 26th. And then Vinicius Jr. fortunately comes to our rescue in the 83rd minute. We left it late, but we got the job done. That is 3 points, and that for sure confirms our entry into the round of 16. And as you can see, Cameroon also pick up a 2-1 win against Serbia. So this group is all done and dusted. Brazil and Cameroon are heading through to the next round. And obviously we've got Cameroon up next in the final game. That is going to determine who's going to go through top of the group. And it will be us who will be heading through to the next round top of the group. It looked like a tough one, but we got the job done. A solid 1-0 win against Cameroon. A clean sheet and a goal from Casemiro in the 17th minute. But what looks like a very, very piece of bad news with Neymar picking up an injury and having to be subbed off in the 38th minute. I've got to hope and pray to the gods that that is not going to rule him out for the rest of the competition. And frustratingly, it looks like it may well rule him out. At the moment, I can see that he's got absolutely no fitness whatsoever. Annoyingly, in this World Cup mode, you can't actually tell, like you can in the career modes, for how long the player's going to be out for. So I'm going to assume, based on the fact he's got no fitness whatsoever, he is now out for the rest of this World Cup campaign. And that is a massive, absolutely massive blow to our World Cup chances. But back to the round of 16, and as you can see, these are the teams that have already gone through, and already half of the games in this round have been played. The Netherlands surprisingly knocked out to the United States of America. What a result for them. I'm pretty sure that might well be the furthest they'll ever go, or they ever have gone, I should say, in a World Cup tournament. France knock out Poland 2-1. Mexico get a 3-1 win over Denmark, and it looks like England have managed to do one better than I could. The AI clearly a lot better on FIFA than I am. It's a 5-2 victory for them against Ecuador. Germany face Belgium in arguably the biggest tie of the round. We now face Uruguay in a South American clash. Croatia and Costa Rica face off with Portugal against Cameroon, the final game to round off the 16. And like the others, this is a game that I'm pretty confident we will be able to win. So I am going to go ahead and sim this one. But just before I do that, I just want to show you my starting 11. It is the usual starting 11, of course, but the big change is the man Richarlison coming in up top in place of Neymar. I am hoping and praying that the knock-on effect of Neymar going out of this competition for us is not going to have a real dent in morale, and that we can hopefully try and fight and win the cup for him. And oh my word, what a game. 3-3 after 120 minutes. Richarlison, Rafinha and Vinicius Jr. getting on the score sheet. And then it went to penalties. It ended 5-4 on penalties to Brazil. We managed to get through. Fortunately, just about. Richarlison being the man coming in for Neymar, missing a penalty. Lucas Paqueta also missed a penalty. How many penalties were taken? Unbelievable. Casemiro, Fred, of all people, getting the winning penalty for Brazil. So I take back everything I said about him at the beginning. Maybe he can find a way into our starting 11 and into our squad. He is our round of 16 hero, and fortunately for us, we now sail through to the quarterfinals. In the biggest tie of the round, Germany managed to get their way past Belgium with a solid 2-0 win. Croatia absolutely thump Costa Rica 3-0, and Portugal ease their way into the next round with a 2-0 win against Cameroon. And that means that we will face off against Germany in the quarterfinals, Croatia against Portugal, France have already knocked out the United States, and England will be progressing through to the semi-finals after a pretty solid 2-0 win. But as for us, this is for sure the biggest tie, certainly of our World Cup campaign, but of the World Cup 2022 on FIFA at all. It is Brazil against Germany, two massive nations going up against each other, the two finalists in the World Cup 2002. Brazil managed to end that game the victors courtesy of a 2-0 win thanks to goals from Ronaldo and an own goal from the German goalkeeper Oliver Kahn. But as for today, we will be hoping for a very, very similar result. I'm sticking with the starting 11 that's got me this far at the moment. As you can see, Alisson in goal and the usual back line, Fabinho, Paqueta and Casemiro in the midfield, with the only change coming in the attacking trio, of course, Richarlison coming in for the injured Neymar. Oh, Casemiro almost taken out from behind by, I think it might have been Thomas Muller, but he gets away with it with the advantage played. Alexandro now on the left-hand side, trying to play a ball through, but Kimmich read that one really well, and Serge Gnabry now will pick up the ball, plays it forward into Thomas Muller, gets it back from Kimmich. Nice play from Germany early doors in this first half. Kimmich driving down the right-hand side. He's going to look to try and get past Fabinho. He's got the pace to do so, and the trickery gets into the box, and it's hacked away in the end from Danilo. Early pressure from Germany here. They're putting the pressure on us. Vinicius Jr. can't get it clear. Unfortunately, he just about manages to get hold of the ball, and he'll now hack it away up the field to Fabinho. But actually, it was a much better ball than I thought, and Richarlison now has it. Going to try and play it into the path of Lucas Paqueta. Drives into the box. Can he find an option? He almost... Oh, my word. I went for Richarlison. He tried to play it for Rafinha. Maybe I should have just shot. That was a massive opportunity, and it's an opportunity that's gone begging. Goretzka. Oh, nice pass into the path of Timo Werner, and he has got pace to burn, drives into the box ahead of Marquinhos. It's the first real save that Alisson's had to make, and it was a fairly easy one in the end. Oh, Thiago Silva, that's really poor from him. Gives the ball away so cheaply. It's Werner, and it's another big save from Alisson. Germany putting the pressure on here, and it's another big save, this time from Sane. And it is going to be Sane with the resulting corner. Whips a nice ball in. It's headed in, but fortunately we get to the ball first, and Vinicius Jr. now can try and escape, and he's got the pace to drive past the German midfield, and he drives down this right-hand side. Unbelievable run from Vinicius Jr. He continues his run. He's looking for options in the box, going to try and look for the back post. And in the end, Manuel Neuer easily able to collect. Oh my word. Now I've got another player down, and it's my star centre-back, Marquinhos, who's now gone down. My star at the front has gone down, and my star at the back has gone down, and this looks like a serious injury, and it's certainly going to rule him out for the rest of this game. And again, it's probably going to rule him out for the rest of the World Cup. So I'm going to take him off. I'm going to have to bring on Militao, and that is another huge blow to our World Cup campaign. Kimmich down this right-hand side. Alexandro with a great piece of defending, and then just goes and gives the ball straight to Thomas Muller. It's Werner into Sane. Sane now going to drive down the left-hand side. He's got so much pace to burn, but instead he decides to go back inside, keeping the trickery up. Oh, it's a wonderful ball into Timo Werner, and it's a bit of a poor play in the end from him, and Fabinho has nowhere to go. Runs it out for a German corner kick. Looks like it's going to be Kimmich to take it, and he's going to go short to Timo Werner. Werner's now waiting for me to make the first move. Instead, I'm going to wait for him, and it doesn't matter either way because he still managed to get past me. But still, oh my word, what on earth's going on here? Thiago Silva has just been sent off. What on earth? How on earth has he been sent off? What has he done there? He's not even done anything. That is ridiculous. You have got to be kidding me. Does that mean Germany have got a penalty? Yes, it does. Oh, for goodness sake. This is absolutely ridiculous. It's going to be Werner to step up. The fans are praying. I'm praying. Can Alisson try and save this for us? It's Werner to step up, and it's an unbelievable finish from Timo Werner. What a fantastic penalty. He gave Alisson absolutely no chance. But for the life of me, I cannot seem to fathom why on earth Thiago Silva has been sent off. We've now got our best defender who's gone out injured, and our other defender, our captain, Thiago Silva, has now been sent off. We're down to 10 men, we're 1-0 down, and things are going from bad to worse. He now plays it forward to Gnabry. Thomas Muller picking up a nice pocket of space, as of course he does. And he lays a nice ball back, but it's actually into the path of Lucas Paqueta. And he can now try and play a ball through to Richarlison. It's so well read by Schuler, but fortunately we still just about managed to keep hold of it. Going to try and dink it into the box, and it's a brilliant head, but it's an even better save from the goalkeeper. And in the end, we're just crowded out, and Germany just about managed to counter-attack now. Danilo into Richarlison, who's found himself dropping deep. He's picked up the ball, goes infield to Fabinho. Fabinho now going to look straight forward into Lucas Paqueta. Gets it on his right, goes for the finesse. Another big save from Manuel Neuer. Vinicius Jr. now with the resulting corner. Whips a good ball in. We cannot get our head on it. It's headed away by Germany, and it's going to be Leroy Sané almost getting there ahead of Paqueta. But Paqueta showing some good pace and managed to stay ahead of him. Casemiro now goes all the way out wide to Alexander Sandro. He now goes to Vinicius Jr. It's a poor ball, and Serge Gnabry can easily get that one away, but Neuer, oh my word, very, very dangerous there from him. He likes to play with fire. Unfortunately, he wasn't burned then. Muller into Sane. Germany now going to try and see if they can add to their one and only goal. It's Timo Werner. Nice play to get away from Militao. Sane into the box, into Gnabry. Brilliant save from Alisson. Danilo to now try and drive forward here for Brazil. Going to try and lay it into the substitute, Gabby Jesus. I've now brought him on, and I've stuck two up front to try and see if we can get some sort of goal. Oh, that's a brilliant ball. It's Richarlison. Oh, my word. What a save from Manuel Neuer. Richarlison holds his head in his hands. How on earth did he miss that? It's a great strike, to be fair, but what a save from Neuer. Rafinha with the corner. We've got just over 10 minutes to try and see if we can get a goal. It's a good head, and it's over the bar. Emre Can trying to drive past Vinicius Jr. Does really well to get past him. Lays it off to Serge Gnabry. Gnabry now trying to drive forward. In the end, goes infield to Thomas Muller. Goretzka now for Germany. They are searching for this second goal, which will really put them out of sight. It's Kimmich to drive forward. Oh, that's a nice ball, but Alisson reads that so well, and he rushes out, and he throws it out now to Rafinha. We're going to try and strike on the counter-attack. It's Casemiro, going to try and play it down the right-hand side to Rafinha, into Danilo. Danilo now going to go infield, going to look for Gabby Jesus. Jesus now trying to get it onto his right, trying to get it into the box. Instead goes out to Rafinha. Rafinha's going to whip a ball in. Oh, my word, that's a horrendous ball, but fortunately, it's Alexandro who picks it up into the path of the substitute Fred. Fred into Casemiro. Casemiro looks for Richarlison. Goretzka reads it well. Germany get it clear. The referee blows his whistle, and it is game over. I thought it was going to be third time a charm with this World Cup series, but it is not. We are out in the quarter-final to Germany. In my defence, it was completely out of my control. We got a really unfortunate injury to my best centre-back, and then my other centre-back gets the most ridiculous red card, which absolutely sends us into chaos. Unbelievable penalty, the difference here today, but I really don't think that was deserved. Germany get the 1-0 win, and I am absolutely gutted. And there we have it, confirmation that we have in fact been knocked out once again of another World Cup. It's going to be France, Germany and England, Portugal to see each other off in the semi-final. What an unbelievable round of semi-finals that is going to be. 4 absolute massive European powerhouses, and it's so frustrating on this FIFA game that I'm not going to be able to see who is going to be the victor of that. But as for us, there we have it, knocked out of the competition at the quarter-final stage, 1-0 loss to Germany, and it's so frustrating. I thought it was going to be third time a charm, but clearly it was not. That is it for the end of this episode. Thanks everyone for watching. If you have enjoyed it, please feel free to like and subscribe, and I'll see you again next time.